I'm Lance Frolic. Coming up on Night Beat, alternative medicine may be harming millions, but it's turning out to be big business. Now pharmacies are cashing in by stocking their shelves full of questionable products for these uneducated morons. The dumbing down of medicine, tonight at 11, after a brand new episode of Sex Police Miami.
Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. You'll find everything you need.
This week, save on Precious Generation brand injectable bleach. Cures autism, bipolar, tripolar, and quad city DJ polar mental illnesses, and will short-circuit any government-implanted RFID chip the deep state hid inside of you. Only $12.99 with coupon. Healthier skin is just a urine bath away. Store your golden nourishment in Mama Pisserelli's 5-gallon living water jugs. Double sealed to keep even the most potent morning piss stink locked inside. 3 fun and fashionable styles, your choice, $7.99. And this week's special buy, the portable personal fan with built-in vinegar mister. Attack those chemtrails on the go. Don't let your outdoor event get ruined by inhaling metal particles put into the air by the order of reptilian congressmen. Cuckoo Tex mercury-busting personal vinegar fan, only $19.99.
Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. You'll find everything you need.
Hey, freaks, it's Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019. Coming up on the program today, hatred for the gays has one televangelist speaking in tongues, plus shitting out a liter of soy sauce, road rage fueled by Cymbalta, and was one man cooking up crystal meth or life-changing essential oils?
Are you on the internet? Isn't that for techno geeks with spreadsheets?
Big sale crack!
Ma'am, step back.
Big sale crack!
Step back.
Get off my phone, you little pinhead!
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
All right, Timothy James Henson back here with you for the Wednesday podcast. Got a good one for you today. Have you guys heard of the Equality Act? This was news to me. At first, I was very embarrassed. I was ashamed of myself. This is a piece of legislation that has to do with, like, gay stuff, right? It affects me, in theory, but then I read about it. Yeah, I had to Google it. You know, and it's funny, like, the very first thing that pops up when you search for what is the Equality Act, and it's a website that goes to heritage.org. And the very first line is, on Wednesday, Nancy Pelosi introduced the so-called Equality Act. So you can tell right there that this is going to be a biased description of the act. When the word so-called is used, you should proceed with caution. So I didn't read that. Instead, I turned to the always 100% accurate Wikipedia. Have you heard of it? The Equality Act is a bill in Congress that, if passed, it would amend the Civil Rights Act to prohibit discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity in employment, housing, public accommodation, public education, credit, etc., etc. And after that, I went back to not caring about it. Because really, none of those things are going to affect me. I already have a place to live. They can't discriminate me on credit if I already have bad credit. They're discriminating me on my low credit scores as it is. They don't need to turn me down because I'm a flaming homo. Also, who's denying gay people credit? They're the ones with all the money. What else? Oh, public education. I dropped out of the Ohio State University. I denied them. My final thought was, I thought we already had these protections. As of right now, though, since the bill has not yet passed, you can totally discriminate against gay people. And don't forget trannies. Now, if this law passes, I don't think I can even call them trannies on the show anymore. So straight people, enjoy your freedom while it lasts. Your freedom to call gay people faggots. I may be misreading the bill. I really did think that something like this already passed. I mean, gay people are allowed to get married. Why didn't they add a line like, oh, and you can't discriminate against them now that they're, considered people, human beings? Anyway, the real reason why I'm bringing this up today is not to make some sort of political rah-rah statement. I don't even know what a political rah-rah statement is. I'm mentioning it because televangelists are losing their goddamn mind over this thing. Here is one praying against the passage of this act.
For those that would undo and instead of
2 seconds in, she's speaking tongues. You know, they just start speaking tongues when they don't know what to say, right? You can hear her like, and Namashagabaka Boko.
Those that would undo and
Yeah. Sorabasta, yeah.
Scoff, as Jude says. That scoff at the glorious ones. That scoff at
She got a really rowdy audience. I don't know if anyone's paying attention to her.
that they might satisfy the desires of their own flesh and their own perversions, their own twistedness, and the devil is ramrodding them, Lord.
Gays do like to be ramrodded. Now you're speaking their language.
He's ramrodding them and driving them. He's driving the innocents.
Next up, a guy who says this is all about abortion, like the Democrats getting control of the presidency again, getting back in the office, but it goes much deeper.
There's another surface below, and it's Satan's last stand to steal a nation. He's the very spirit of perversion, abortion, and everything that is godless. And
Man, they love to bring it back to that abortion thing. You know who can't have abortions? Gay people. Because they're not fucking the opposite sex to get pregnant. I hate when that's my real pet peeve is when they blame gay people for abortions.
and twisted. There's a godless party pushing its godless agenda. Its platform is being rewritten. Satan is behind it, and he's driving it.
Earlier in the clip, I didn't play this, but he was reading something, and he was supposed to say Democratic Party, but he slipped and accidentally said Demonic Party.
Of the demonic party.
Like, he caught himself before he even said it, and then we went ahead and said it anyway because he thought it was funny.
Excuse me. Democratic Party.
How does our old friend, old friend, Pat Robertson feel about this?
This is a devastating blow to religious freedom.
Shocking.
And to the sanctity of America. If you want to bring the judgment of God on this nation, you just keep this stuff up. You know,
You thought that would have happened, after gay marriage was legalized back in what, 2012?
Leviticus, where it said, because
Nothing
of these
happened.
things, the land will vomit you out.
Ooh.
Vomit you out. I think God will say, I've had it with America. If you do this kind of stuff, I'm going to get rid of you as a nation. And,
puke all over your face, America.
you know, there's plenty of stuff that's going on when you look at the
God's a
potential
vomit
of atomic
freak.
war, when you look at the solar strike,
Is that God's wrath now, sun flares? Why doesn't God just show himself? Stop hiding behind natural and cosmic disasters. All right, let's move on now. Hey, a few years ago on the show, we featured the laughing yoga guy, Yogi Ramesh Padney.
Laughing yoga, laughing exercise for the heart and mind. What you can do, just laugh. Very easy. Don't feel shy.
This is laughing to eliminate stress, depression, various medical issues, severe incontinence.
I am happy, I am relaxed. I am happy, I am relaxed.
Boo, 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 boo.
It's yoga
This is the cosmic sound for healing. That's what that boo, boo, boo was.
time for stress release, for busy people, for the heart, body, and mind.
For busy people.
Always say when you are stressed out, I am happy, I am relaxed. I am happy, I am relaxed. I am happy, I am relaxed. I am happy,
All
I am
right, you get
relaxed.
the idea. You remember him, right?
Feel the energy.
There are other weirdos who say laughing can heal you using ha-ha mantras. Here is someone named Gita Fendelman hosting a ha-ha workshop.
Do it just with a few people here just to get a flavor if anybody has a diagnosis they want to share and laugh about.
I've got cancer.
That'd be great. And if you don't, then what I've done is combine it with the ha-ha mantra, which is you'll say your name and then say something that happened recently to you that normally would really bum you out.
I had a miscarriage.
And share it with us and we'll laugh at it.
Oh, okay,
So it's
perfect.
that whole psychology of,
Oh, when I do shit like that, it's considered cruel. Laughing at the death of babies and stuff.
Turning lemons into lemonade.
Stillborn!
Okay.
Here, it's a healing experience.
So and I always start and say, here's how it looks. So, my name is Gita.
Oh, Gita, not Jita. That is a funny name. Your parents must have really hated you, you stupid bitch. What sort of fucking name is that, you retard? Oh.
And I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
That is funny.
Very good, very good. Yay!
Oh my God.
Anybody else want to share? Yes.
My name's Dawn.
You don't have to laugh at the name part. The funny part comes next.
I recently acquired insulin-dependent diabetes.
Oh, we can all laugh. Finally, I feel safe being a monster.
Very good, very good. Yay!
Oh, we've got like another 2 minutes of this. I hope someone has AIDS. I'd like to laugh at that.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Vicky.
Okay, Vicky. Yeah, what's up, Vic?
And I have breast cancer.
Very good, very good. Yay!
All right, next up.
Yes.
My name is Rebecca.
Okay, yeah.
I was diagnosed with MS 19 years ago.
Very good, very good. Yay! Yes.
My name is Christine. And some people think I'm overweight.
God, isn't that just like a fat broad? Some people think I'm overweight. Some people.
Very good, very good. Yay!
Come on, end strong here.
Yes.
My name is Dee Dee. And I have arthritis and diabetes.
Double whammy! God really hates you!
Very good, very good. Yay! Yes.
My name's Jim. And sometimes I get really scared about running out of money.
Oh, Jim, you suck. You should not laugh at that. Don't laugh at him. He's not worth it. That was bad. You think you're in the same league as Parkinson's and MS? Sit your ass down, asshole.
Any others? Yes.
My name is Linda.
Premenopause. All right. They did not end strongly there. They should have started with overweight and ended with cancer. It's called building up. All right, so we started today's show with some religious bullshit. We then moved on to laughing yoga. I want to finish up with some straight up insane new age practices here. This is a man performing psychic surgery. Now, this woman, God knows what's wrong with her. She has like a tumor in her head or something. No, that's not appropriate. This is not laughing yoga. This is psychic surgery, where this man uses his psychic powers to draw out the pain and sickness inside of her. We start with, like, maracas or something, and then there's a didgeridoo. All while this man, this psychic, is putting his hands around her head, I guess feeling her aura. Oh, even your essence has metastasized. Your life force is full of cancer. You gonna die, bitch. Right. Eventually, he starts speaking here. Fast forward. We don't need to hear the goddamn didgeridoo. So the hand motions he's doing while he's making these noises is like, you know, when you're like, oh my god, that blew my mind, and you use that hand motion coming out of your head, like, my mind is blown. That's what he's doing. He's sucking out something telekinetically. How much did she pay for this?
It's the same price if I would have had normal brain surgery, but this is way less invasive.
He's touching her forehead, making noises. This man, Master Healer Zarathustra, he only has one name, you know. With a name like Zarathustra, you just need one name. Master Healer Zarathustra is the founder of the Fifth Dimensional Quantum Healing and Awareness. And he is a clear channel for the fifth dimension vibrational frequency of healing energy. All right, you get the idea there. Woman died 2 weeks after getting healed by Zarathustra. All right, finally, before we get into the news today, got a woman reacting to a very minor car accident, a fender bender, if you will. We start with her speaking to the police officer.
So you were pulling out of Goodwill?
I was pulling out.
She's overweight and she's got those transition lenses. Not a good look.
And I was in that lane, and when he crossed over, my back end of my friend in my car hit his back end when he crossed over.
So you were leaving the stop sign?
I already left the stop sign.
Okay, so that means you had the right. He had the right of way, but you smashed into him.
No, you're not understanding. He's in the wrong. She even just said, like, when I hit him.
My friend in my car hit his back end.
Haha, right there. You hit him. You said it yourself. Now, because I am featuring this here on Distorted View Daily, you know things are going to get a little confrontational.
And he goes, "You hit me, bitch. You better pull over." And that was his exact words, and he was being smart, and then I got it. I am sorry. I take Cymbalta. I'm ready to explode.
Don't blame Cymbalta.
And I did not take my pill today.
Okay.
So I'm telling you right now.
I'm a little on edge. You know how those Cymbalta withdrawals are. It's a nerve pain medication, right? And an antidepressant. So it can treat depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia. That's what she has, I bet. She just looks like someone who suffers from fibromyalgia, and she tells everyone about it.
I'm ready to explode.
I'm going to write this up.
Because right now, I can make a fist with no problem. I broke many people's arms, and I'm
all right, already threatening violence.
His fault. He's the one that crossed over in front of me.
Well, don't break arms right now, because I got to get this written up, okay? So you got
Yep, that's where he crossed over, and that bumper hit right here. Help, rub that way. Put the camera away.
Uh-oh. She's spotted him.
This is going to look awesome on YouTube.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you right now, mister, that freaking shows up on YouTube, I will find you. And yes, it's a threat. Tell him to shut the camera off.
Okay, hold on, man. Settle down.
Honest God, officer, tell him to shut the camera off now.
By law, I can't.
Honest God, this shows up on YouTube. Robinson Township, I'm coming after, and I'm coming
sue
after
me for what? I suggest you...
Now she's threatening to sue the cop.
I suggest you get in your vehicle, sit on.
Don't touch me.
Get off.
Don't
shut
touch
it
me.
off.
Don't
shut
touch
it
me.
off now.
Go sit in your vehicle.
I do not like my picture taken.
Ma'am, listen.
I don't want my mother with the picture. I don't like my picture taken.
Tell him to shut it off now.
Go sit in your vehicle. He can't take you, okay? Go sit in your vehicle.
I do not want this on YouTube. I don't want to. Tell him to shut it off now.
But shut the camera off.
Shut it off now.
Okay, it's off.
He's doing that thing where he pretends to turn off the camera, and the cop knows it as well.
Shut it off now.
It's off.
It's off. He turned it off.
Damn thing in your car now.
Listen.
No.
Get in your vehicle. I'm going to arrest you for creating a disturbance, okay? Do you understand me? Sit down. Let me write this up. We'll get everybody underway.
He's taping me again. He's taping me again. I do not like that stuff. I do not like that stuff.
Well, he's doing it for his own protection now. And, of course, for the YouTube views.
Sir, I don't like that stuff. I hate that stuff.
Machine, okay?
I don't care.
Get in your vehicle. He's going to get in his vehicle and write this up.
I want that off.
Here, okay?
I want that off.
Sir,
I want that off, and I want it off now. That is my right, and I don't like that shit. I don't like to be on the internet at all. I don't believe in the internet, please.
I don't believe in the internet. Well, the internet believes in you. They're gonna love you.
I want
not putting it on YouTube. Just get in there, sit down.
Yeah, he just said it was going on YouTube, and I don't want it. So help me God, it's on YouTube. You'll be fucking dead.
Hey, man. You know what?
Now, you have to listen very closely to the next part because the cop escorts her back into her car, so she'll calm the fuck down, right? But she's still screaming. Listen to the cop.
You hear me? One more misdemeanor, you go to jail. Now, sit down, shut up. I'm going to treat you like a 5-year-old until you learn to behave yourself. I don't care what you like, what you don't like. You shut up. I don't like you dropping F-bombs in public, okay? One word on you and you're going to county jail.
Sounds like backup's coming.
One more word, that's all it's going to take. You say you drop one more F-bomb, they're trying to sue me, you're going to jail. Now sit down and shut up.
Sit down and shut up. Oh, I wish the cop sirens weren't going on because she's still screaming. At the very end, the guy who's filming apologizes to the cop, sorry.
Nah, she's about to go to jail. She don't shut her mouth.
That's where the video ends. I always try to pick out my favorite YouTube comment. I don't know why this makes me laugh. But she says, I broke many people's arms. LOL. Yeah, more like broke many KFC chicken buckets open. So stupid. Let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted, fucked up news. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. You'll find everything you need.
Feeling sluggish? It may be your butthole needing more sodium. This week, 1-liter bottles of Great Whole of China Soy Sauce Colon Cleanse is on sale for $4.99. Moose Knuckle Farms Bedtime Vaginal Garlic Cloves will cure moderate to severe yeast infections overnight. And if you happen to be on your period, you'll wake up with a delicious all-natural marinara sauce in your panties. It's Essential Oil Month at Discount Drug Mart. Save on Dr. Strange Poon's Oil of Oregano, the natural cure for chlamydia. With just a few dabs, Dr. Strange Poon will eliminate any painful urination, discharge, or swollen testicles. An incredible value at $14.99 for a 4-ounce bottle. That's Dr. Strange Poon's Oil of Oregano. And ladies, if you happen to be on your period, you'll wake up with a delicious all-natural marinara sauce in your panties.
Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. You'll find everything you need.
I want you guys to understand that even though the products are fake, those are all real alternative medicine remedies, right? I never heard of the soy sauce thing before, but that's a real one. There was a news story about a woman who drank a liter of soy sauce and then went into cardiac arrest. The idea is that you will shit out the soy sauce and it cleans your colon, right? So that's that. What was the other one? The oil of oregano. That is supposedly an all-natural cure for chlamydia. I mean, it's been debunked by real science, but people are still slathering oil of oregano on their cocks or pussies or whatever. So there you go. Some fun products from Discount Drug Mart. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support the show, especially my Sideshow members. If you like the program, please consider supporting it by becoming a member. Go to superfreaksideshow.com right now. Memberships are very inexpensive, only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. When you sign up, you get access to the entire archive of shows, well over 3,000 shows. Plus, every week we do exclusive programs. Usually 2 a week, Tuesday and Thursday. Yesterday we did an exclusive podcast, and again, tomorrow we'll be doing another one. Check it out, superfreaksideshow.com. Other ways to support the show, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortiveview. You can pledge as little as $1. If you pledge $5, you get access to a special voicemail line. All patrons, though, get access to a special little personal podcast that I do, and I will be posting a new episode this week of that, if you want to hear me talk about myself and my life. It's very exciting. Check it out, patreon.com/distortiveview. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, you know what? Even though it's a few months old, I do want to read that news story about the soy sauce colon cleanse. Somehow, I think I missed this back in December of 2018. A doctor has outlined a shocking case in which a woman was left brain dead after an internet hoax went horribly wrong. The incident outlined on medical YouTube channel Chubiumu or something. Chubium. Chubiumu. I don't know how to pronounce it. Involves a 39-year-old woman identified only as CG, who presented to emergency services with a rapidly deteriorating mental status. Earlier that day, the woman had been performing a soy sauce colon cleanse, a dangerous internet fad, which involves people drinking a liter of soy sauce in 2 hours. The woman was already sick, both, physically and in the head, I think. She had lost 24 pounds in the past 3 weeks. Oh, what is her diet secret? She's doing the soy sauce colon cleanse, so she's up for anything. She'll try any fad, I'm guessing. She lost something, had to have worked, though. She lost 24 pounds in the past 3 weeks and had started a white bread and canned fish only diet. She had to have read that online, too. Like, that has to be a fad. But it's so weird that it's white bread, like the worst type of bread. Not like whole grain, rye, or wheat even. It's just white sliced bread. And not fresh fish, canned fish, soaking in oils. She had also recently been released from a psychiatric hospital. There it is, for what was believed to be paranoid schizophrenia. She needs to try some of that precious generation injectable bleach.
Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround.
By the way, you guys do know that Discount Drug Mart is a real chain of pharmacy stores. My mom worked there. Remember I told you the story about how she was robbed? Some guy bought a pack of gum or something. When she opened the cash register, he just leaned over and grabbed fistfuls of the stuff and took off. And my mom, 70-year-old Patty Henson, went chasing after the perp, all Cagney and Lacey style. She ran out to the parking lot, and some other people that were hanging out in the parking lot saw that my mom was obviously, freaking out, running after someone. So they saw who she was chasing, got the license plate, and my mom was able to report that to the police or whatever. What's funny is there was an investigation launched, internal Discount Drug Mart investigation, and they left a message on my mom's answering machine that was like, don't worry, you're not going to have to pay for the money that this guy stole. And my mom was like, why the fuck would I ever have to pay that? Can't believe that was even on the table. They were mad at her for going after the guy. I guess you're not supposed to chase after people who rob you in the store. All right, where are we at here? So, yes, this woman's cuckoo crazy banane. The woman had the paranoid belief the government had poisoned her and had read online that the soy sauce colon cleanse would rid her body of toxins and possibly that RFID chip that was implanted. Soon after drinking the highly salt-laden soy sauce, she felt her heart beating faster. A U.S.-based doctor identified only as Bernard runs the popular Chubumi channel, which features videos on medical issues like kidney disease and cancer. Quote, she resisted all urges to drink any water. I guess that's part of the cleansing process. You can only drink soy sauce. Over the next 30 minutes while driving home, CG stopped on the side of the road and began to cry. When CG got home, she stumbled around and began mumbling unintelligibly. That's either the schizophrenia or the soy sauce going to work. She then collapsed. Well, now that is definitely the soy sauce. She was rushed to the hospital, and while en route, she went into cardiac arrest before being resuscitated. Several clues were available regarding what was wrong. Most immediately, CB was suffering from acute hypernatremia, meaning she had extremely high levels of salt in her blood. As Bernard explained, the malicious soy sauce challenge was based on half-truths. It was claimed that the challenge would cleanse a person's colon by evacuating the entire body of toxins. The correct part is that wherever sodium is, water will flow towards it. The soy sauce brought a huge amount of salt into her stomach, which began sucking water from her muscles and organs. The salt soon reached her brain, causing shrinkage. To be honest, it wasn't that big to begin with, which can cause permanent brain damage. Bernard said the doctors acted by infusing glucose-laden water into her body. The sugar was absorbed by her cells, which diluted her blood. After the treatment, CG began to stabilize, but continued to drift in and out of consciousness. 4 days later, she finally opened her eyes. She exhibited, a bunch arthria, dysphagia, and quadriplegia. Quadriplegia. I should be able to pronounce that one. I think I got 1 out of 3 there. She was unable to move, swallow, or speak. She was diagnosed with central pontine... Oh, Jesus. Myelinosis, a form of damaged nerve cells. According to the doctor, she should not have been able to drink the soy sauce. Quote, almost no normal functioning human, there's the key phrase there, normal, she's not normal functioning, she's got a whole host of problems. Almost no normal functioning human could drink almost half a pound of salt without vomiting. CG had some quality to her, what a compliment, that could separate her mind from drinking soy sauce. It's like that guy, Shoe Nice. He'll eat anything. He believes she had an undiagnosed celiac disease, an immune reaction to eating gluten, which manifested as psychosis and delusional disorder. So just to sum everything up, don't drink a whole fucking bottle of soy sauce. It's not going to help you or your body. Yet another thing I never thought I'd have to tell you people. Don't try to ingest a half a pound of salt in one sitting. Second story we have for you today. Keeping with the theme we got going here, this one comes from Virginia. Abraham Haynes admits he's grown mushrooms and pot before, but he said his arrest on Monday for allegedly manufacturing meth is all a big mistake. Quote, someone texted me on my phone looking for pot. They said they heard about me through a mutual friend, according to Haynes. When he went to get money out, he says he and a friend were stopped by police and handcuffed. They said they've been following me for months and I'm making meth. Norfolk police say they were conducting a narcotics investigation in their city on Monday when it led them to execute a search warrant in the 4300 block of Tillman Drive in Virginia Beach. During their investigation, they said they discovered items in Haynes' home that appeared to be components of a lab used to manufacture drugs. They told me I was producing meth, but I have a chemistry set. It's not illegal to like to learn. No, he said, I have a chemistry set, and I use it to make essential oils and soaps. I've been trying to make a little extra money to buy my daughter a gift, so I've been selling stuff on Etsy. You mean Methsy? That has got to be a real website on the dark web, right? All right, so he claims all this is a big misunderstanding. The stuff that he was making is not meth. It is essential oils. Haynes says his 5-month-old daughter was stripped from his arms inside of his home on Monday. Someone called Child Protective Services because they saw chemistry equipment. My neighbors have seen it, and even my landlord, because I was excited about it. Yes, well, when you're high on meth, you do get quite excitable. Do you need chemistry sets to produce essential oils? I don't know how one goes about selling those. Law enforcement were outside the auto mechanic's home for hours Monday, dressed in hazmat suits, which is typically something you don't need to wear if you're just cooking up some lavender. So no, the law enforcement officers were wearing hazmat suits, and they came out with bags full of materials. It was shocking, very scary. I was baffled, said Rhonda Llewellyn, who lives across the street. Police charge Haynes with possession of a controlled substance, so they did find some meth in the house. Maybe meth is a byproduct of orange peel oil. Or lemon balm or something. I don't know. All right, so yes, he was charged with possession of a controlled substance, manufacturing, sales, and possession of a controlled substance, and possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. I catch myself bouncing between rage and sorrow, he said. I'm so sad to think about what my daughter's going through. I think I'll be in here forever, and they will bury me, stated Haynes. So, there you go. And finally today, a Mississippi lawmaker is facing a domestic violence charge after his wife said he punched her. Why would he do something like that? Keep in mind, they are in Mississippi and he doesn't need a reason. But there was a reason. He punched her because she didn't remove her clothing fast enough for his liking. He must have one of those real twitchy penises. Goes on the fritz in a split second. He finally, worked up, got a boner, and he was like, come on, mother. He probably calls his wife mother. It's time for some breeding, like he uses livestock terminology. You my prize winning heifer tonight. And she's like, okay, let me take my blouse off. But there was one too many buttons. So he gave her a little chin music, if you know what I mean. All right, according to the Sun Herald, State Representative Douglas McLeod a Republican, was arrested over the weekend after George County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of a domestic assault at his home. When deputies arrived, McLeod, 58, was drunk and holding an alcoholic drink. McLeod said, "Are you kidding me?" after deputies said they were there to investigate a possible domestic assault. McLeod shouted, "The cops are here, bitch!" I added the bitch part. "The cops are here." He slurred his words and appeared to have trouble walking. Deputies entered the home and found McLeod's wife and another woman at the top of the stairs. Now it's getting kinky. The lawmaker's wife said McLeod was intoxicated and snapped because she undressed too slowly when he wanted sex. She told deputies that he struck her in the face, giving her a bloody nose. McLeod's wife then fled to the other woman's room. He banged on the locked door and threatened to kill the woman's dog if she didn't let him in. These guys always threaten to kill dogs. McLeod's wife declined an ambulance trip to the hospital, but said her daughter would drive her there for an examination. Is that the other woman's bedroom? Like the other woman? They don't ever go into detail. Who is this other woman? Is it the daughter? Now they're talking about a daughter that would drive her for an examination. I want to know if this is a weird sex thing. Authorities charged McLeod with misdemeanor domestic violence. He was released from the George County Jail after posting a $1,000 bail. State House Speaker Philip Gunn said McLeod, who is in his second term, should step down if the allegations are true. These actions are unacceptable for anyone. Gunn, also a Republican, said in a statement. Democratic State Senator Dave Blount also tweeted that McLeod should resign. So there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, I love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. You can find me all over social media at distortedview on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/distortedviewshow, and youtube.com/distortedviewshow. All right, let's check in with a few freaks now.
Oi, Tim, it's Cat Lady.
Hello.
I've been practicing this voice, and I can't tell if I sound deaf, retarded, or like I have a cleft palate. So let me do it real quick, and then you can tell me, and I'll leave you alone.
Okay.
Okay. Do I sound more retarded or
Yes.
deaf?
Retarded.
I can make a big different noises. My favorite show is The Kardashians.
Yeah, it's definitely retarded.
The makeup, and wow, they sound so cool.
The thing about pretending to be deaf is you have to remember they can't hear what they're saying, so they don't know. They have a lot of times they have trouble getting the words started. They don't know if they're making actual noise. I think. What? You know, like that's more of a deaf person trying to talk. What are you doing, my friend? You're saying every word. In your version, you're like, you know, my name is, right? So just work on pretending, right? You have to get in the mindset of like, I don't know if what I'm saying is being audibly shot out of my mouth hole. What? You you know, like that. All right, work on that and get back to me, okay? You've got some homework. Stupid show. All right, next up.
Jigu Timmy Boo, Haley's Comet calling up with the latest drama surrounding my grandmother's murder.
Oh, okay. Keeping it light on the voicemail line today.
My mother is trying to sabotage the prosecution of the accused murderess over some childhood photos that aren't being copied quickly enough for her tastes. Let me give you a condensed summary here.
Yeah.
There's
Real
a lot
condensed.
of drama I'm going to skip over.
Thank you.
So, to give some quick background to everyone, my maternal grandmother was brutally murdered back in September.
Guys, I'm not being a jerk. This is healing. This is laughing yoga. My name is Haley's Comet, and my maternal grandmother was brutally murdered. That is called a callback. That's right. That's how we do on Distorted View Daily. All right, I'm sorry, Haley's Comet. Sorry for laughing, but again, you know, it's to help you. I'm not mocking you. I'm helping you. Go on.
My mother initially accused one of her sisters, an aunt of mine who is the executor of the will. That's not the person the police arrested. They arrested my other aunt. I've got two aunts and an uncle on my mother's side. And my aunt, who's the executor of the will, started processing everything when the police gave her access to Grandma's home where she was murdered. And in the process of all of this, there was a large supply of childhood photos from when they were all kids.
Why was Grandma brutally murdered? Who murders an old lady?
My aunt, who's the
Who would go through all that effort to murder an old lady? You know, she's so close to death. Anyway, just run out the clock. I still am very confused here.
Of the will said that she would get copies of Made for Everyone and send off.
And why is he voicemailing in about this?
And
who cares about Grandma's old pictures?
Then she apparently shipped them off to my uncle so he could take care of it because, you know, she's in the process of sorting through all of her dead parents' things and deciding who to mail it out to. So she's kind of got a full plate.
Okay.
My mother decided that my uncle then said it would take him a little while to get this all done. This set my mother off. When things aren't done the way she wants, when she wants, she decides there's a conspiracy against her. So she has now decided, she's reignited her belief that the aunt who's the executor of the will is somehow involved in her mother's murder. And she has written a multi-page manifesto.
Hey, you should send it along. I'll do it as a Sextastic Tuesday story next week.
Handwritten manifesto that she then photocopied and mailed out to each of her kids, myself included, and to each of her siblings, in which she basically accuses her brother and the aunt who's the executor of the will of conspiring to somehow make the incarcerated aunt kill their mother. And she also sent a copy of this to the incarcerated aunt's attorney. So
I'm letting him ramble on because I'm hoping there's something good here.
Basically create
juicy.
An insanity defense or get additional people accused over some fucking childhood photos that she...
What does that have to do with the murder case?
Didn't give a damn about for 50 years. Those photos have been in my grandmother's house.
Just laugh it off, Haley's Comet. Everything's going to be okay.
Hey, Tim. Little lady, cat lady here. As you know, I've uploaded myself to the cloud, and everything was going great until I got detected by some fucking antivirus software that classified me as a threat, and it attacked me. Fortunately, I was able to detach my arms and distracted with them while I made my escape.
Oh, my God.
Now I'm in the
Okay.
App Store trying to download some new arms and probably an upgrade to my ass while I'm here. Anywho,
Well, thank you, fake level lady, cat lady. She's up in the cloud there. Finally, let's do one more. Oh, boy. No.
Hello, Timmy Boo. Timmy Boo.
I gotta be honest with you. This has not been a stellar voicemail segment.
It's Unicorn and Sky.
Let me. Okay, I'm gonna try one more here. We got to get a good one. Let's try this guy.
Hey, Tim. It's Sideshow Freak and Patreon supporter Harrison Ford hater again.
There we go.
Today you were playing more granny porn, and you had mentioned that older women in pornography are the only ones who are going to say, he really likes this, doesn't he? And I don't know if you noticed this, but that's not the only time that's been said in, like, granny porn that you've played, and I thought the same thing. Like, genuinely, you're absolutely right.
Of course I am. I'm very smart. This is why I do this.
Old women not only are the only ones who will say that, but they say it all the time. It's like the only thing they know how to say in front of, like, an
that's
80-year-old women just say, you know, oh, he really likes it. I guess I'm doing a good job, aren't I?
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
They're shocked. We're shocked. Everyone's shocked.
Strange, like, I don't know, stage fright reaction. Like, oh, you guys must really like my performance. I don't know.
They're not used to being in front of cameras.
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting that you were, like, spot on. My other thing is that I had asked...
I don't like my picture being taken.
What Switch games you're playing, and you said you were going to play Starlink. I've been playing Starlink. I bought it at the same time you did, and I've been playing it since then. It's now March, and I fucking love it. It is a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
Anybody who says, like, it's a terrible game.
I downloaded it, but I haven't really played it. You know, I'm playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild again because, you know, I finished the game, basically, and my Switch crashed. And so I had to send it in to Nintendo, and they sent it back to me, and then my save was completely wiped out. So I restarted, and I've been doing it very, very slowly because, you know, I went through the whole fucking game once already. So over the past, I don't know, year and a half, I've been slowly, you know, playing the game, and I kind of got back into it. Oh, it's just like, to me, that's the perfect game. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you have a Switch and you don't own that game, you really should get it. It's perfection. I think it's the greatest.
Stupid. That's absolutely false. I love the game. I enjoy it. Seems like a game you would enjoy as well.
Starlink, yeah.
I'm curious what you think. Like I said, it's a little repetitive, but
well, look, I play No Man's Sky. I mean, talk about repetitive. That game is
rhythm to
a real grind.
I like the hierarchy of enemies, and I like all the ships. So
yeah, I would probably like it. And as soon as I get done with Breath of the Wild again, I'll probably turn my attention to Starlink. All right, guys, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God is in Hogan.
And the devil is ramrodding them, Lord.
Right, the Distortion STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. I will see you back tomorrow if and only if your Sideshow members, talk with a lisp there, members, like Cindy Brady, only if your Sideshow members. Otherwise, I will see you back to end the week on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody!
Jim, I'm not. I can't help it. I really want to, okay?
Okay, well, let's...
But I fucking can't. My pussy's fucking hurting.
Let's do the asshole.
Isn't that what he was doing? Yeah, he's so fucking... I feel it in my fucking cunt. My cunt is fucking hurting.